Hello and welcome to our series of Star Ridge product videos. These videos will help you get a better look at our products and understand their features. Today we're taking a look at the Hoof Meter Reader hoof gauge, a very useful device which is used to measure the angles of your horse's hooves. We'll be discussing how to use it and, once you've measured the hooves, how to use the information on the gauge to assess the health of the hooves. So let's get right to it. Okay, this is the Hoof Meter Reader hoof gauge, and it has two dials and rotates in this fashion. And this will help you read the angles for your horse's toes and also the length. And I'm going to show you how to use it. All right, this will be our simulated hoof. And what you're going to do is put the gauge flat against the ground, move it up against the edge of the hoof, and then you're going to rotate the gauge until this part of the gauge is flush up against the hoof. So you've got the white dial flat on the ground, you have the yellow dial flush up against the edge of the hoof. And once you've accomplished that, you simply take a look at the angle that's been revealed on the gauge here. In this case, we're looking at an angle of about 58 degrees for our little simulated hoof. And on the gauge also, it kind of gives you an idea here whether the angles that you've determined are natural, less common, natural, more common, or natural but less common. And that information is right here printed on the gauge. And so again, that's how you measure the angle, moving the hoof meter reader flush up against the hoof and then rotating it. And that will then again allow you to read the angles of the toes. Then you'll want to take a look at the length of the toe, and that's this little measurement tool right here. You'll be putting the white dial up against the edge of the hoof and then seeing what length is determined. This little hoof, which is obviously very small at 2.5 inches, is actually natural for ponies because it's a very small hoof. But it does measure lengths up to 3 1/4, and again gives you an idea whether it's a common natural hoof length or whether it's less common. And I wanted to show you also that on the gauge you have directions for its use. They're printed right on the back of the gauge, so you can refer to that at any time. So there you have it. That's the Hoof Meter Reader hoof gauge.